Welcome to the Home Organizing for Beginners podcast. If you're looking for the same old, and how to get organized and stay organized, this is not the podcast for you. But I trust that if you're looking to actually make it happen by doing something different than what you've done before or what society tells you, then you're definitely in the right place. In this podcast, you'll get tangible and simple instructions about home organizing, cleaning, and time management because they really all go hand in hand, right? Instructions that keep you, your family, and your current season of life at the core so that you can finally feel like you have it all under control. I'm your host, Tammy, and in today's episode, I share simple and practical tasks you can do today that will help you keep a clean and organized refrigerator. So before I record a podcast, I like to do a little bit of research on the topic I'm talking about. I want to make sure that I am sharing with you the things that you're looking for. And I know people are looking for realistic ways to organize and clean their refrigerators. And I think in our different seasons of life, what's realistic can change. So I want to share with you the title of a YouTube video that I came across, and it sounds absolutely wonderful, but I want to share with you what was inside that YouTube video a little bit and why I'm not sure that the title was spot on. So the title was Realistic Refrigerator Organization, Clean and Organize a Fridge with These Functional Tips and Ideas. If you guys have been listening to me for any length of time, you know that I teach you to focus on the function over the fashion. How it looks is completely irrelevant. So in my word, or in my terms, functional means a certain thing. Like it works for you and your family in your current season of life. So what I found in this video was a refrigerator that had the drawers labeled with beautiful cutout letters, like a cricket kind of thing. And you have to understand that I have absolutely no skills in that creativity department in any way, shape, or form. So maybe you're like me in that, but I feel like taking the time to label in that manner, labeling is good, but labeling when it's all artsy fartsy it seems excessive to me. It doesn't seem realistic. It doesn't even necessarily seem functional. The labels are functional. I will give her that. But there's different things. So she had a lot of clear bins. She was taking food out of one container, putting it into another. So like soda was going into a clear thing that held the sodas just right, and then they would roll out. These things are great, but they're not realistic to me. She even had, and I'm really not picking on her, you guys, that's not my personality, but the point I'm trying to make is that our culture, this is what we see. We want something realistic and we want something functional for us in our current season of life. And then this is what I see. I see her having this thing installed in her refrigerator so her little yogurt containers can slide right into it and they're like hanging there. Kind of like a wine glass, you know? And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, that is not realistic for me. So I don't know if that's something that is realistic for you. If it is, that is absolutely great. But I feel like people who are looking for realistic, practical, functional solutions to their organizing problems, that's not the level they're at. Okay, so this makes me passionate. This makes me feel frustrated because when my kids were little and I would look at something like this, I desperately needed actual real help. Not necessarily to clean and organize my refrigerator because I wasn't even to that point yet. I wasn't to that point where I could even worry about it. I probably had moldy food in the back of my fridge for months. And until it started to smell, I didn't worry about it because I was busy. I was working a full-time job. We had animals. We had 3 little kids all in diapers. And I mean, it was just a very chaotic time. But when I would look at these things or read these articles, I felt bad. I felt like, why couldn't I do it? You guys, I'm just sharing this with you. I'm just being honest with you. This isn't even part of my bullet points, but I want you to know where I'm coming from, that I have walked in those shoes and I am not by any means perfectly organized. I spent all day yesterday cleaning my office because I had gotten piles and piles of papers and boxes and all of these things that I would shove in my office to just get them out of the way, right? I am not perfect, but what I can share with you is the solutions I use to get things put back together, to get things set up in such a manner that I feel like I have my act together, even if I have piles of papers and boxes sitting in my office before the holiday season. So this is what I want to share with you guys today. I apologize if I've kind of gotten on that soapbox, but I want to share with you a real way that you can consistently have a clean and organized refrigerator. It has nothing to do with transferring grapes from one container to another. If that's something that you can do right now, that's great. Because you're washing them anyhow, maybe you're going to put them in another container. But you don't necessarily have to take soda cans out of the box and put them into a plastic clear container. You don't have to hang your yogurts up. Like, they can sit in the bottom drawer, whatever the case may be. So what I want to share with you is that you want to start small. Instead of doing a whole big deep clean of your refrigerator, start small. You want to be able to consistently improve over the course of time. So if you pick one drawer, if you have fruits and vegetables in a drawer in your refrigerator, just clean out that one drawer. Take everything out of it today, set it on the counter. If you can slide that drawer out, it's great because then you can just wash it with soap and water. But if you're not in that place where you can figure out how to jiggle it out, because sometimes they just don't come out easily, you know what? Take a washcloth and wipe it out. Take a paper towel, get the crud out of the bottom of the drawer. Put your vegetables back in. To me, this is simple, this is practical, and it is sustainable. So this week you do that vegetable drawer. Maybe next week you're like, oh my gosh, this shelf has sticky stuff on it. My plastic container that had leftovers in it leaked out a little bit. I didn't know it was cracked, whatever. You guys, clean that shelf then. Clean half of that shelf. You want to start small, because when you start small, you start to see improvements. And when you start to see improvements, you can build momentum. And then when you're building that momentum, it perpetuates, right? If you clean something, you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm sitting in my office right now and it looks wonderful. Now I have this energy, I have this motivation to keep going. And I want to hone back in on the refrigerator, okay? So clean a portion of your fridge each week instead of doing a full empty and clean out of the entire refrigerator each month or each year, whatever the case may be. Use the packages that the items came in versus buying these cute little containers, right? If there are things that you're like, I always put the grapes in this other container, that's great. That's perfect. That's what's working for you in this season of life. The last thing I want to share. So the woman talked about this in the video that I watched. Remember, I said from every video, podcast, article, whatever you read or listen to, you can always pick up something that is going to work for you. And I want to share what she shared in the video. So for your meats, I have a drawer that has more space in it than I need just for the raw meats that I may be thawing for the week. She said, take a bin, put them in a bin, because that's going to catch any of those yucky bacteria-ridden juices of the raw meat, and you can easily take that container out and put it in the dishwasher or hand wash it, whatever you need to do. So that was absolutely an excellent tip that she shared. So I got on a little bit of a soapbox. What I want to share with you is I have this download that is free. It really helps you understand the things you need to go through to sustain any organizing you put in place. I like to call it this hamster wheel of home organizing, where we organize the same spaces over and over and over again. So this free download, you go to homeorganizingforbeginners.com, you see all the options there, you see what's free, you see my podcast links, you see all of the things. I really encourage you to go check it out. I am here for you. I'm here to help you out in any way that I can. I have all sorts of things to offer. You can book a free consultation. The experts tell me I shouldn't be telling you all these things. But anyhow, I would love to have coffee with you sometime, just chat about all of the challenges you're having in your home organizing. And yeah, so that's what I have for you today. I hope this episode helps you work towards the peaceful home that you desire. I pray that you feel seen, heard, cared for, and loved. I will see you back here next week.